Now in this video I'm just going to show you how to use or to install legal vocabulary into Dragon Professional Individual. So in terms of Dragon Professional Individual, it does not come preloaded with the legal vocabulary, and the workaround is as follows. So basically you have a text document, .txt document. It's in a particular format, in a special format. If I just open it here to show you my sample. And this particular text format has been created by Dragon, and the difference is that it has this line in the beginning. It's very important to keep that there. And in terms of the sample here, we have a number of lines of legal terminology in Latin. So this is the actual Latin phrase, legal Latin phrase, and this is the phonetic description of that phrase. Now, the separation then between the phrase itself and the phonetic description of the phrase is 2 characters. So again, you can write in your own phonetic description here that sounds similar to that, to the actual legal phrase, and so on and so forth. And that is basically it. So again, it's a special format of TXT, so not all TXT documents can be compatible with Dragon, so just bear that in mind. So if I close that there, and no, just before I close, I just want to point out as well that there are third-party plugins that you can use. So for instance, this company here, SpellX, it provides legal dictation plugins for Dragon Individual, roughly around the €300 mark, and it's my understanding that it provides the United States legal vocabulary as well as the UK and Ireland. But the alternative, if you wanted to build one yourself, which is probably a bit cumbersome, is to, as I said, to create your TXT file and load in the said vocabulary. Now with SpellX and with all of the rest of the third parties, Mendical, I think, is the other one in the UK. They more or less have this format in terms of their plugins. So it's the same thing, a TXT file where you load in. So let me just show you how to load in that. So we have the Dragon Professional Individual. If I click on Vocabulary, Import List of Word or Phrases, and then I press Next, and then I press Add Document, and here it is. So just navigate to the folder where your document is, and it's usually best practice to put in the date of the vocabulary, because then you know where you're starting from. If you added new vocabulary to that, you save it then so you know the latest version. So if I double click that there, and then I press Next, so now it's scanned through that vocabulary list. If I press Next again, it's found 8 new phrases and terminology. So if I press Finish, and that is basically it. Now if I go and want to train though that particular list of words individually, I press Open Vocabulary Editor, and I press Custom Words Only, which are the words that I have trained Dragon. And there we have it. So the X cross outlines the actual new phrases that have been loaded. And if I want to train multiple ones, I click on the first or where I wish to start, and I can press the control button. So I want to train these 3. If I want to train them all, I keep the control held down and I press the down arrow. Oh, my apologies. I keep the shift button held down and then I press the down arrow. And that is basically it. So let me just give you an outline of that. So if I press train there, and it's showing me the phonetic description of the word. So let's just try this. Actus rus non facit rum nisi mens severia, ad audi endum indeterminum, ex abundati cautela, ex aqueo et bono, ex patre, mens re, nihil obstat. ad audiendum et determinandum, ex abundati cautela. Open WordPad. Ex abundati cautela. So there you have it. It's loaded in that there now, and that has saved the Latin words and phrases, the vocabulary. So that is the end of this video, and thank you for watching.